Welcome to Essential Value. Today we are discussing the shadow self. Deep within the recesses of our psyche lies a realm that we often prefer to ignore. The shadow self. Coined by renowned psychiatrist Carl Jung, the shadow self is an archetype that represents the hidden or unconscious aspects of our personality. It is the repository of all the qualities and impulses that we deem unacceptable or undesirable, the parts of ourselves that we reject or repress. These can include our fears, insecurities, anger, aggression, and even our deepest desires and potential. The shadow self is not a separate entity, but rather an integral part of our whole being. Just as a shadow cannot exist without light, so too does the shadow self arise in relation to our conscious personality. It is the flip side of the coin, the yin to our yang. The shadow is formed early in life as we learn to adapt to societal norms and expectations. We internalize messages about what is acceptable and unacceptable behavior, and those aspects of ourselves that are deemed bad or wrong get relegated to the shadows. The shadow self is often misunderstood and feared, viewed as something inherently negative or evil. However, Jung believed that the shadow is not inherently bad, but rather contains both destructive and constructive potential. It is only when the shadow remains unconscious and unintegrated that it can become problematic. When we deny or repress our shadow aspects, they do not simply disappear. Instead, they fester in the darkness, gaining power and influence over our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. We may project our shadow onto others, perceiving them as embodying the very qualities that we deny in ourselves. Alternatively, we may act out our shadow unconsciously, engaging in self-sabotaging behaviors or attracting toxic relationships into our lives. Embracing the shadow for wholeness. The path to psychological wholeness and individuation, according to Jung, involves acknowledging, accepting, and integrating our shadow selves. This process of shadow work is not about condoning or indulging in our negative impulses, but rather about bringing them into the light of consciousness, where we can understand and manage them more effectively. By integrating our shadow, we reclaim the energy that we have been expending on repression and denial. We develop greater self-awareness, compassion, and acceptance of ourselves and others. We become more whole, more integrated, and more importantly, more fully human. Illuminating the unconscious, practical steps for shadow work. Embarking on the journey of shadow work requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to confront the uncomfortable aspects of ourselves. It is not a quick fix, but rather a lifelong process of self-discovery and transformation. One of the most effective ways to begin shadow work is through the practice of self-reflection. This involves taking the time to observe our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors without judgment. Journaling can be a powerful tool for self-reflection, providing a safe and private space to explore our inner world. Paying attention to our dreams can also offer valuable insights into our unconscious mind, as dreams often symbolize aspects of ourselves that we are not consciously aware of. Another helpful technique is to notice our projections. When we find ourselves having strong negative reactions to others, it is worth asking ourselves if we are projecting our own disowned qualities onto them. The alchemy of self-transforming darkness into light. The process of integrating the shadow self is akin to alchemy, the ancient art of transmuting base metals into gold. By confronting and integrating our shadow, we transform our darkness into light, our wounds into sources of strength, as well as our limitations into opportunities for growth. As we become more aware of our shadow aspects, we can choose how to express them in healthier and more constructive ways. We can channel our aggression into assertiveness, our fear into courage, and our insecurities into self-acceptance. The journey of shadow work is not for the faint of heart, but the rewards are well worth the effort. By embracing our shadow selves, we unlock our full potential and step into the fullness of who we are meant to be. Thank you for watching. For more videos like this, please like and subscribe.